Hey, good morning, everyone. Sunday was very confusing when it came to the playoff race, so I'm going to try to explain it to you as easily as I possibly can. This is how it looks so far. So, coming into the day, you wanted them to lose to the Houston Texans, but the Titans did not lose. They ended up beating Houston, so that meant the Chiefs were squarely in the second spot. Now, they had some other things to figure out, too, like who they were going to play, but let's first explain the bottom part of the bracket here. The AFC East had to be determined. So the Bills, they beat the Jets, and the Patriots lost to the Dolphins. So the Bills, they got the 3 seed because the Cincinnati Bengals lost to the Browns, even though they rested all their starters. But here's where it gets confusing because the Chiefs had to figure out who they were playing. It was a long day of trying to figure out what was going to happen. It first started with the Colts. You don't see them because they lost to the Jaguars. The 2-14 Jaguars, now 3-14 Jaguars, who will be the #1 pick in the NFL draft. So the Colts were done. That came down to Steelers and Ravens. That game went to overtime. Steelers won, so they were about in the playoffs. But then you got this team down here, the Raiders. They played the Chargers. That game was epic, went to overtime. Daniel Carlson of the Raiders hits the field goal with 2 seconds left. Now keep in mind, the Raiders and Chargers tied. They both would have went into playoffs, but instead the Raiders said, nah, we're beating the LA Chargers, and we're going to go to the playoffs, and we're going to be the 5 seed. We'll see in Cincinnati on Saturday. This game will also be on Saturday, and now the Steelers are in the playoffs, and they play Sunday night, 7:15 at Arrowhead. I hope I explained that as best as I possibly could. Or you can just go on Fox 4 KC and read the whole bracket. That's your look at sports. Back to you.
Yeah, it was a wild day in the NFL yesterday, no doubt about it. And if you want to catch some more of the news from yesterday, subscribe to our KC End Zone Extra. We send it to your inbox. Happens every Monday and Friday, and you can sign up for it at fox4kc.com/newsletters.